You can tell yourself that you don't need to be masculine, but deep down, you know it's how you're meant to be. And the less masculine you are, the more you will struggle with women. If you'd like to become more masculine, this is the video for you. Stick around, cause I need that watch time.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
You are most likely a feminine man. Perhaps you never had a strong, masculine father figure growing up, and this has heavily affected the way that you view yourself, the way that you perceive the world, the way that the world perceives you. Perhaps you're struggling with your masculine identity. You know deep down that it's affecting how women see you, and it's also stopping them from being attracted to you. Perhaps other people walk all over you, and it makes you feel powerless, and you just want things to change. Don't worry, here are a few things that will help you fix these issues. The first thing is to recognize that being masculine is how men are supposed to be. It's part of who you are. Understand that as a man, it is your duty to provide and to protect. Think about your job, for example. Your job is your duty. It's something that you have to do, whether you feel like it or not. And because you have to do it, you will do it. And because you have to do it, it becomes so much more natural to you. When you treat it as a duty, it becomes much more purposeful. It starts to mean so much more to you, and that will make it feel so much more natural. The next thing you need to understand is that you need a survivor mindset. Now, if you've ever watched Bear Grylls, he talks about the rule of 3, that you can survive 3 minutes without oxygen, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. Unless you live on a different planet, or you're in a very impoverished part of the world, all 3 of those things are going to be relatively abundant. So when you think about it, it doesn't take that much for a human to survive. You can survive on the bare minimum. When you have the knowledge that you're going to be okay on the bare minimum, it makes it so much easier to survive. And that's what a survivor's mindset is. It is the knowledge that you're going to be okay no matter what happens. Whether you lose your job, whether you lose your house, whatever it may be, you've got that mental abundance that's going to make you strong. It's going to make you independent. And this is going to keep you going through the tough times. And the survivor mindset is crucial to becoming more masculine. The next thing is having emotional control. As a man, you should never allow your emotions, your impulses, your desires to lead your actions. Because when you do this, you make bad decisions, you become unstable, and it negatively affects you. It negatively affects other people. As a man, you have to lead, you have to provide, you have to protect. And for this very reason, a man needs to be unreactive. He needs to be level-headed. You need to be logical and think things through. Remember the 3 C's: calm, collected, confident. As a man, that is how you should carry yourself. The next thing is discipline. Do what needs to be done rather than what you feel like doing. Never rely on motivation, because when you rely on motivation, nothing's going to happen, because when you're feeling down, you're not going to get anything done. You need to remember that as a man, it's your duty to provide and protect. And if you don't discipline yourself to do difficult things, to go to the gym, to eat healthier, whatever it may be, you don't discipline yourself to make yourself stronger, it's going to impact on the people that are in your care, the people that you are in charge of, your family, your tribe. Imagine that if you don't go to the gym, that your family, your loved ones are going to suffer. Treat it like that. Whenever you don't go to the gym, imagine that it's going to negatively impact other people. Start to practice this more frequently, and your masculine instinct to provide and protect will kick in, and it'll make it so much easier to stay disciplined. The next thing is embracing leadership. As a man, it is our job to lead. Women want to be led by a strong, confident and capable man. She wants you to be more assertive. She wants you to be more direct. So don't be afraid of expressing your opinions. Don't be afraid of telling her what you want. Don't be afraid of setting boundaries, telling her where you're going on the date. Don't be afraid of making a move on her or showing your interest, because these things demonstrate that you have leadership qualities. So do not be indecisive. Don't expect her to lead because you're unable to make a clear decision. Let's say if you're on a date, don't be the guy that's asking her where she wants to go. Make a decision and go with it. When she has to take charge, it puts her in a more masculine position, and this makes her very uncomfortable. She's not built for that. She doesn't want that. It's going to affect her attraction to you. The next thing is being able to set clear boundaries. As a man, you have to be prepared to walk away if things are no longer suiting you, if you are being disrespected. Even if this person means a lot to you, you have to be prepared to walk away from them. If this person is draining your energy, if this person is disrespecting you, they're making your life harder, they're taking away your peace as a man, you have to cut these people off. Never tolerate things that you find disrespectful or go against your character. Let's say you're in a relationship with a woman, you've been together for a long time, you love her a lot, you got a strong connection, but then one day, out of nowhere, she just decides that she wants to start an OnlyFans. Now, as a man, you probably don't want to be with a woman who does that, and so you have to set the record straight. You have to set that boundary, and you have to say to her, look, this makes me very uncomfortable. I cannot be in a relationship with a woman who does this, and unfortunately, if she doesn't meet that boundary, then you have to walk away. You have to say, look, I wish you the best, but I can no longer be a part of this. And you have to walk away for the sake of your self-respect, for the sake of a peaceful life. If you stick around in a relationship where you're not being respected, where a woman's doing things that go against what you believe in, she's not going to respect you, and you're not going to respect yourself. yourself, and it's going to negatively impact your self-esteem. It's going to make your life so much worse. Masculinity is ultimately about how you carry yourself and respond to difficulties in life. A good example of masculinity is Aragon from The Lord of the Rings. Think about how he carries himself. He has the capacity for love and compassion, and is emotionally intelligent, but he never abandons his principles. He never caves to his emotions. He is a natural leader that does what needs to be done, rather than what he feels like doing. Remember the scene where he's at the black gates of Mordor? You can see tears in his eyes. He knows that death is imminent, yet he still charges into battle, because it is his duty as the king to keep his people safe. You don't get much more masculine than that. And do we respect him any less for the tears in his eyes? No, we think he's a badass, because he does what needs to be done, rather than what he feels like doing. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment. This really helps to grow my channel and push it out to a wider audience. And also, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to subscribe. Hope you enjoyed that video. That's all I'm going to say about that.